Kung bago kayo sa YouTube channel ko, please subscribe and click the notification bell for more video update. Handa na ba kayong makinig sa ating bagong lesson for today? Simulan na natin!
Most essential learning: keep desserts in appropriate condition to maintain their quality and taste. Objectives: Number 1. Determine sanitary practices when storing desserts. 2. Observe guidelines in storing hot and cold desserts. 3. Keep desserts in appropriate condition to maintain their quality and taste. Storing cold and hot desserts. As many desserts contain egg and dairy products, they present a potential health hazard if not stored properly. Remember, proper storage means cold dessert must be covered with plastic or placed in lidded containers before storing in the cool room. What do you mean by storing? Storing means to put or keep things in a special place for use in the future. To keep dessert in appropriate condition, to maintain their quality and taste, you must follow and observe the following guidelines. Let us talk all about guidelines in storing cold and hot desserts. Guidelines storing cold and hot desserts. Desserts containing uncooked egg should be handled with extreme care, as raw egg is a medium in which dangerous bacteria such as salmonella can thrive. This means you need to be really careful with foods like chocolate mousse and uncooked cheesecake that contain egg whites for aeration. Egg custards contain protein, which provides good food for bacteria. If custard are not heated and cooled properly and quickly, bacteria that are present in the custard can grow quickly to dangerous numbers. Any dessert that is not required for immediate consumption must be cooled rapidly and stored in the cool room until required. If you plan to keep a prepared dessert hot until service, make sure that the temperature of the food is over 65 degrees Celsius. Never leave an egg mixture in a bain-marie for any length of time. What is a bain-marie? A bain-marie is a container holding hot water into which a pan is placed for slow cooking. In this case, any dessert that has been kept hot in the bain-marie for a while should be discarded at the end of service. If milk and cream are used in desserts like trifle and custards, they must not be left to stand at room temperature for any length of time. They should be kept in the refrigerator until the last possible moment to prevent the risk of food poisoning. Many desserts have a limited storage life. Make sure you check with your supervisor and follow organizational requirements. Based on the given guidelines on storing hot and cold dessert, how do you store desserts at home? Storing desserts at home, cakes and most other baked desserts should be stored at room temperature in an airtight container in order to preserve as much freshness as possible. Let's take a look at some of the different types of packaging options you can use to enhance your product and customer experience. Packaging materials for storing desserts. Glass container. Plastic container, plastic and cellophane, aluminum foil, packaging tape and boxes, equipment in storing desserts, chiller, freezer, refrigerator. Let's talk about sanitary practices when storing dessert. sanitary of or relating to health or the condition affecting health, especially with reference to cleanliness precaution against disease, etc. Number 1, handle the food properly to prevent spoilage and contamination. Make sure to wash your hands before touching food. Second, wash utensils and equipment thoroughly. Follow the step-by-step procedure in washing all the utensils and equipment for better results. Be sure to sanitize the utensils and equipment before and after using. Number 3, keep away from food when you are ill. Don't prepare food if you are ill. Don't be a source of foodborne illness. Pathogens can be introduced in food from infected humans who handled the food. Number 4, store foods and ingredients properly. Storing foods and ingredients properly avoid food contamination. Number 5, safeguard the food during distribution and services. Be sure to safeguard the food during services and distribution. Storage technique. Number 1, refrigerate. Refrigerate is to keep cool or cool below 40 Fahrenheit. Number 2, cold storage. The process of storing food by means of refrigeration 23 Fahrenheit. Number 3, chilling to refrigerate or to reduce the temperature of food below 8 degrees Celsius. Why should we store our dessert properly? Some food needs to be kept in the fridge to help stop bacteria from growing on it, such as food with a use-by date, cooked food, and ready-to-eat food, such as desserts and cooked meats. What are the things to be considered in storing desserts? The packaging materials in storing desserts is the thing to be considered in storing desserts. How can we maintain the quality of our dessert? Actions that you can take to maintain dessert quality are the following. Number 1, control portion. Number 2, optimizing display condition. Number 3, maintaining eye appeal and freshness. Number 4, protecting dessert from contamination. And 5, minimize dessert wastage.